In the year 285, Emperor Constantine split the illustrious Roman Empire into two halves. The first half was known as the Western Empire, while the other half was known as the Eastern Empire. Proceed to the year 476. The Western Empire has fallen, and Rome has become merely a shadow of its greatness. Granted, the Byzantine Empire emerged out of the East, but it was a lost cause. It would be unable to match the power it once had. This power vacuum ultimately allowed the rise of another significant figure. Tired of many Arabic tribes' constant battles, Muhammad created the religion of Islam in hopes of unifying the Arab world. While shunned by many at first, Islam struggled to survive and impressed many foreign tribes, who subsequently aided Muhammad in his quest to spread Islam. Islam's exponential unification absorbed many Arabic tribes, and most notably the weakened Persian Empire. Islam's empires were thought of as caliphates, a spiritual community led by a designated successor of Muhammad. Out of the four major caliphates, Rashidun, Umayyad, Abbasid, and Fatimid, the Abbasid Empire was heralded as being the golden age of Islam. The Abbasid city Baghdad was proof of this statement. Baghdad was situated in the middle of the Eastern and Western civilizations. Its gateway between two different parts of Eurasia made it a center of wealth and commerce. Baghdad functioned as a conduit of some sort, allowing traders as diverse as the products they brought to pass through. Not only did it allow traders to easily reach their destinations, but many Muslims received foreign goods this way. The strong relations between these two groups would prompt traders to tell others to go visit Baghdad. The result was a convergence of traders, scholars, and normal people alike from all around the world, and a divergence of products that left from Baghdad. Scholars coming from many parts of Afro-Eurasia met in the intellectual center of Baghdad known as the House of Wisdom, a prestigious library where many breakthroughs were made in the fields of medicine, science, philosophy, and mathematics. The development of modern-day algebra was credited to the Muslim scholar al-Biruni. In addition, many scholars translated texts into other languages. Doing so allowed their scientific breakthroughs to be available for other civilizations. The Hindu-Arabic number system was improved upon by Arabic scholars and spread outwards to other civilizations. Baghdad was the largest center of commerce in the Abbasid dynasty, but Cordoba in Spain also had its own achievements. The biggest successes scholars in Cordoba achieved were the revival of the Hebrew language and Greek philosophy, which were both translated and preserved. In addition, a man named Ziryab founded the first music school in Europe. He created Andalusian music, whose influence can still be found in modern-day Spanish music. In the 13th century, the Abbasid Empire was destroyed. The Mongols, nomads from China, attacked Baghdad and burned it to the ground. The Mongols were relentless and conquered much of the Middle East. While the Abbasid influence lived on, Islamic power was fractured. The Abbasid Empire ultimately fell from internal conflict between the Sunni and Shiite Muslims. The remaining power the empire had left was divided amongst the Ottomans, the Safavids, and the Mughals. This left the now gone Abbasid Empire vulnerable to Europeans. The British controlled the Ottomans through funding and diplomacy, and even during World War I, the Ottomans' allies were promised Arab independence, but ultimately took them over. This resulted in many problems that have afflicted the Middle East since. Ultimately, it begs the question, why is there so little to know about the Abbasid Empire? Its influence obviously has remained to this day, yet very few know that it has influenced their lives. One theory is European Orientalism. Orientalism represents Asia in a stereotypical manner that portrays them negatively. This connotation is best represented as many Muslims being terrorists due to 9/11 bombings. Islam's generally negative connotation in today's environment overshadows many people's desires to learn the truth behind this influential belief system.